Hey, good morning. Um, Sorry if I'm being a little bit quiet. You see, it's 7:30 in the morning, and my family is still sleeping, so I'm trying to be a little bit quiet as much as I can. So, I wanted to call you and check in. Are you ready for the session tonight? Yeah, good. So, I wanted to check, how is your character sheet coming along? You haven't even started yet? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Um, you don't really know what to do? I can help you with that really quick. Yeah. So, first thing that I like to do is I need you to roll your stats. So, for stats, what we're doing right now is I need you to roll 4d6. So, that's the little cube. And you're going to roll 4d6 and then drop the lowest. So, for example, I rolled a 4, 6, a 3, and a 2. So 4, 6, 3, and 2. So we're going to drop the 2. So 6 plus 4 is 10, and then 10 plus 3 is 13. Mm-hmm. Pretty easy, right? So you're going to do that 6 times, and you want to write them down, and after that, you're going to choose your class. So do that for me really quick. While you're doing that, you should know that we have a very strange party. We have right now a high elf sorcerer, a half elf fighter psi warrior, a tiefling bard. We have a full elf cleric, and finally we have a goblin blood hunter. I think that's all 5. Yeah. But besides that, lots of casters. We got one martial fighter. Especially since you're new. You can do whatever you want to do. I don't worry about party balance and all that. Good to hear. One thing that I like to ask all of my players first, tell me, why is your character an adventurer? Okay. Don't worry about fleshing all of the details just now, but this is something I ask all of my players. Also, the other thing I like to ask my players is, how did your character learn to fight? This could be anything from maybe they learned at a school, maybe they had a teacher, maybe they learned this out of pure desperation. This is pretty much all of the backstory stuff. You don't need to write a backstory, by the way. I don't really require you to do that. If you want to, I will reward you by putting the backstory in the campaign somewhere. However, you don't need it to have fun in my game. Sound good? Cool. Now, by the way, did you start your own D&D campaign yet? No? Okay. Have an idea do you know how to start? Feeling a little bit overwhelmed? I got you. What I recommend you getting, just so that you can have on reference, whether through D&D Beyond or through Amazon or through whatever, I recommend getting the Player's Handbook. Because what's great about this is you can have this on standby, and then during the session, you can open it and reference anything to your players on a ruling. So, like, for instance, like, I don't know. Let's say, for instance, your player wants to take cover. Well, you have to keep in mind that when they're hiding behind cover, you can also rule how much of a bonus to their AC is. So, like half cover is, I believe it's a +2 to their AC, and then half cover is like a +5, and I think full cover you can't target that person. The other thing I recommend is getting the Dungeon Master's Guide, because what I like about the Dungeon Master's Guide is not only do you have like inspiration where you can do, but there's all of these random tables that you can roll on. For instance, for treasure, you can roll how many d6s based on an individual creature versus let's say a dragon's horde, or maybe a beholder's lair. There's so many good things, and I'm still trying to explore and find places for all of these things. One thing I also recommend is the monster manual. So you can get this too. It's really good for, I want to say, inspiration for monsters. I like to use it as also a basis for stats if I wanted to homebrew some monsters and trying to scale the difficulties. Anyways, by the way, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked a little bit. So we're going to be starting at level 11 tonight. Yeah, the party just leveled up. So what you want to do is follow your class sheet and the subclass that you chose, and you want to go up to level 11. And another thing is I allow feats. So instead of, when you get to, I believe it's level 4 and level 8, instead of choosing an ability score improvement, you can choose a feat instead. So I recommend checking that out in the player's handbook. Nice. So since we're level 11 and you're kind of just jumping right in, keep in mind that you're kind of a secret to my party. So they're not really expecting anyone to join the session out of the blue, but hey, gotta keep them on their toes, right? Please don't tell my players that we had this chat. They like to watch some of my YouTube videos too, so who knows? Hopefully they don't see this. But anyways, thank you so much for joining me on this call. Your stats are pretty good. Your background's pretty cool. The answers that you gave, we can expand on that, but we'll talk about that some other time. But anyways, I'll see you tonight. Bye-bye.